this one psychologist said, if you could pray for the people that are harming you or trying to do ill will and do that stuff, there would be no psychology. There would be no need for psychology.
I don't like that.
If you could pray for someone that's
I
trying to
don't.
do you
I
ill
don't like
will,
that
there would
whole
be no need
notion.
for psychology.
I don't like that
Think
whole
Brian,
about
you're
that.
notion at all.
Brian, you're succumbing to the idea that you're willing to get the person that's living in your head in that situation out. How does that not equate?
Well, I think this goes back to
John,
hate.
that was fucking John good.
I'm just saying.
I want to nudge John and say that was a good one.
No,
I
no,
think
because
I
I'm
think it comes
curious.
back to hate. I think they're trying to get hate out of you.
Who's trying to get hate out of you?
Whoever said that.
I forgot who said it.
Can you perform at your best hating or
Well, I agree that
being
you
clear
shouldn't
thinking?
hate.
Remember we talked about the sword? You don't cut somebody down with hate and malice. You cut them down with precision and clear thought. The clearer your mind, the deeper the cut. That's how basically.
I agree that you shouldn't hate, but I
I say this one term
disagree that
is
that you should throw the baby out with the bathwater in the sense of letting them off the hook.
well, you don't have to. So don't confuse forgiveness with retribution. So not retribution, recompense. So recompense is deservable punishment.
Recompense?
So recompense is deservable punishment. So like if someone does something wrong, um, someone hurts. I don't want to go with family members. You got a good friend of yours, and someone beats them up, right? You can forgive that person, but truly the forgiveness is for you, not them.
Right.
Forgiveness is like anger is like eating a poison apple expecting the other person to die.
There's another Twain line that says, anger is a poison which ruins the vessel that harbors it more than anything else.
Yeah, and you're eating the poison apple expecting the other person to die. Now, recompense is the person should go to jail because he maliciously hurt somebody for no reason. Does that make sense?
Well, I figured out this hate thing, by the way, like a fucking year or two ago. I actually figured out the hate thing. I didn't understand why, because like they push love, clearly, okay, push the fuck out of love, but why the hard push against hate? And I learned through a lot of resources that hate is a form of attachment, just like love.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Can I say something real quick about that?
Yep.
It seems like, and maybe you guys know this too, that I got two quick things to say. One is the Bible talks about hate. It's like taking off your shoe and kicking a bush full of thorns. It's called kicking the pricks. I know it sounds stupid, but basically that's the kind of the action of kicking a thorn bush with your shoe off. That's hate. The other thing is, you ever notice that if you invest yourself into a loving relationship with someone, when I say love, and then something goes horribly wrong, it goes to the absolute extreme. It's like you absolutely hate
Extremes.
them,
Yeah.
like divorce and things of that nature. And even friendships, you invest in a deep friendship, and that person burns you to the point to where now you curse them basically. Have you ever fell into that at all, or
Well, this is
does
what I
that
said
concept?
about the attachment, right? Because love is an attachment form, just like hate is an attachment form. That's why they say you'll become like that which you hate, is because it's a form of attachment. And so if you can change, if you could, I think this is the difference, I think in my head at least, if you could change the hate to dislike, I think you're so much better off. Because you can dislike a lot of things, but to drive it to hate you is to steer you up in that emotional sense.
Oh, Brian, nice.
Let it affect you.
Right.
Oh, here we go. Man, I'm learning. I need my pen and paper.
But this hate thing is a form of attachment, is why it fucks you up.
That's a good
And
point.
that's why they really preach against it. Dude, this took me a while to chew on this because I was like, fuck
No,
that guy.
good.
He needs to burn in hell. But after a
He needs
while,
to
it's
burn
like,
in hell.
you become
that he
like
visits
that which
hell.
you hate, is what they've always said, right? And I'm like, well, why? If you hate it, would you become like it? And it's because it's a form of attachment. Because those are very strong emotions that you feel for the thing.
There's health reasons behind that too.
Yeah, no shit. The kicking the pricks. It hurts yourself more than anything,
Amen.
But that's why I said in that one thing that hate is a thing that injures or damages the vessel that carries it more than anything. It's the same thing as the pricks.
I've seen
Self-inflicted.
I've seen, they say generational curses. I've seen that play out in a generational curse. I know this one guy that hated his father. He didn't like his father. Hated his father at certain points of his life. He just told me all the negative about his dad and blah 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 and how he was raised and blah blah blah. And I thought his dad was pretty cool. And then later on in life, his kids hated him because all he talked about with his kids was how much he hated his dad.
He put the
And his
seed in
kids,
there.
yeah, his kids learn
He planted
like a
his own
they call it like a
demising seed.
generational curse.
Woo.
Isn't
Oh,
that crazy?
That
not
hurts.
really. Once you understand that it's in a form of attachment.
Yeah, but it's an attachment that can go on generational. That's the crazy